You're watching the Council in Brief. I'm Susan Kennedy. We're here with the latest news of the Montgomery County Council. This year, for the first time in 19 years, Montgomery County High School students do not have police officers assigned to their schools. Officials have proposed a new community engagement officer program for the schools after two groups submitted their recommendations on how to handle school safety moving forward.
One of the interesting things is that we've had the RSSW report released at the same time as we've had the Student Wellbeing Action Group report. Many of those recommendations are identical, and that's exciting. It's exciting because it sees that folks on different sides of the aisle, when it comes to what they're ending up saying about what they want to see happen in our community, are really very closely aligned. And that's very promising.
The two groups are the Student Wellbeing Action Group, created by Council Members Rice and Will Jawando, and the County Executive's Reimagining School Safety and Student Wellbeing Action Group. In 2020, after several killings of Black people by police across the country, a push began to remove police from schools. Officials say the new Community Engagement Officer program balances the requests from the community and students for less police presence in schools with the need to provide law enforcement coverage, which is required by state law.
Our students will still be safe. Our community will still be safe. Does that mean that crime won't happen? No. But it does mean that we have prepared ourselves and aligned ourselves in such a way that we can easily respond to incidents that happen.
Montgomery County Public Schools has secured funding for an additional 50 social workers. In the meantime, the groups will continue working to review the district's memorandum of understanding with local police, with another update due in December.
Mary.
Hi, Craig.
So today we're here to honor Dr. Steve Goldstein, my former chief of staff, who unfortunately passed away a little over 2 years ago. So many know that unfortunately Steve passed away from ALS and the complications associated with that. We're honoring him with the brick that we're laying outside of our Montgomery County Council building. Do you want to sit down?
I can sit.
Okay, there's a seat right here. Thank you for being here. This is an incredibly important moment. You'll hear from Mary Goldstein, Steve's widow, in a moment. So this will be a lasting memory, place where we can sit and remember the good times, the great times that we've had with these family members. And it's fitting that we honor the people who worked with us. He served as my work father and gave me so much in terms of inspiration, gave me so much in terms of advice. When Steve got sick, it was no question that I was going to be by his side until the very end as well. Each and every one of you did the exact same thing.
We moved out here from California, and he really got involved in local politics. He was introduced to Craig, and he came back after meeting Craig, and he was just beaming, and he said, "This is the guy." And not only worked well together, but they were really good friends. And as Steve got really sick, he didn't want to tell anybody because he didn't want them to change. He didn't want you guys to treat him differently or think that he wasn't the same person. And finally he told Craig, and he said, "I should have known." Craig was like, just with me. There wasn't any awkwardness about, oh, now you're different or you're weird or, oh, what should I say or do? They just were the same, and that meant a lot to him that all of you guys treated him as the same who he was and made him feel welcome here. He said, "I love working with the people I work with, and if I couldn't do this, I would just be sitting waiting to die." And the job really gave him strength to fight the ALS. And then he died very quietly in our bed with no noise and no fanfare. And I will love him always. And I know you guys will too. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mary.
Thank you, Craig.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you. We love you. We love you, Steve. We love you.